Good evening. If I could have your attention for a couple minutes. My name is Dan Wolfel, and I'm the current chairman of the town of Sevastopol. Trying to replace somebody is not an easy job. But we're here tonight to acknowledge Leo's wonderful 20-year career with the town of Sevastopol. And we'd just like to spend a few minutes just reminiscing about a few things, and we have a couple of small gifts for him, a little remembrance. So I'd like to start by giving the supervisors a chance to share a few comments regarding Leo, and I'll come back up at the end, wrap it up, and invite Leo up to say a few words. So whoever from our group would like to go first? Chuck, John, Tony?
I'll go first and get it out.
All right, we'll let Tony start off. It's Tony Hain.
Hi, Tony. Hi. I don't know if I need the mic or not. Everybody on the town board knows that I'm a man of few words, so it's going to be short and sweet. I've known Leo for a long time, way back in the 70s. I'm not going to tell any of the stories about how he used to holler at me when I would have my red nose on driving the clown car going 65 in a 35 zone, and he'd want to stop me and give me a ticket, and just so happened there were a pile of little kids looking at the mean old state trooper going to give the cute clown a ticket, so he kind of very polite me with a few choice words, sent me on my way. But anyway, like I say, I've known him for years. I got to know him better with being on the park committee and on the town board. A couple things about Leo. I'd ask him a question. I knew he wasn't going to lie to me, and 9 times out of 10 he didn't give me the answer I wanted. But it was the right answer, believe it or not. I always found him to be honest. He always had the best for the town in his heart. The park here is near and dear to me because I'm the park chairman, and he always, very seldom did he turn anything down in the park. One of the reasons the park looks like this is because of Leo. He was always a strong backer of the park. So thanks a lot, Leo, and enjoy your retirement.
Well, Leo, I want to thank you for the memories. Some of them were good. Some of them we can't talk about. And some of them weren't so good. But other than that, I hope you have a very good retirement. And it's, now it's echoing. But, so congratulations and have a happy retirement. So, all right. That's all.
I've been on the board for 12 years now, and it's about the extent knowing Leo other than when he was a state trooper. But I think now Leo can enjoy doing what he wants to do most, and that's going to be head maintenance man at the hotel up in Jacksonport. Oh, by the way, Little Bit called and said, you must have your phone off. She wanted me to leave you a message. Toilet's backed up in Unit 2, and the grass needs to be mowed this weekend. So, I don't know what your intentions are for the rest of your life, but I hope you have a great time. Welcome back to Door County, and next time you leave, though, maybe you should make arrangements to have somebody maintain your property. I'm chairman of the nuisance committee, and I had a letter all drawn up to deliver to his house, and I went driving by to take it to the post office, and I noticed he just got home and mowed the grass. So I turned around and took it back, but we're watching. Take care, have a great life.
Okay, I don't have my glasses, so I have to ad-lib a little bit. Anyway, my first sit down with the chairman. My name is Linda Waite. You've forgotten already, Leo? Oh, boy. Anyway, I will never forget my first sit-down with the chairman. It was April in 2001, right after I was elected clerk treasurer. And I remember it distinctly. It was in the modular building behind Sevastopol School. Some people called it, oh, that old trailer that the school bought for $1 from Gibraltar, but that was home at the time. So I was a little apprehensive and intimidated sitting before Leo W. Zipperer, who was town chairman and county board chairman. Mind you, I was a mere 50 years old, so I should have been way past that, but I have to admit, it was a little intimidating sitting down with you for that first agenda. I was very nervous, but anyway, we sat down, we got through it, and we spent the next 16 years together on the town board. So being the statistical person that I am, I did some calculations and came up with some numbers after Leo's 20 years as town board chairman. So I figure it was about 5,000 miles of road tour, investigating stolen stop signs, stolen street signs, straightening street signs, and visiting constituents, which may have included a cocktail or two along the way, who knows. Over those 20 years, there were only 9 different town board supervisors, and there were only 2 different clerk treasurers, so myself and Carrie Shartner. And for the past 20 years, I figure he has presided over about 350 various board and special committee meetings. He has critiqued about 2,000 pages of minutes and reports. He has signed about 6,000 checks. He took a budget of $425,000 in 1997 and upped that to $1.2 million for this year. With the approval of everybody in the town, right, all the town electors. Our population in 1997, when Leo came on board, was 2,600. Our population today is 2,680. So, needless to say, our town population is not booming, but from my heart, I can say there is no better place to live in Door County than right here in our Sevastopol community. And you all know what a passion I have for our town. And I can only think of about 5 lawsuits over the last 20 years.
4 of them are still open.
Oh, okay. So can we say that that was due to the leadership, the excellent leadership of our chairman, expert guidance? I'm not sure on that one, but anyway. Under Chairman Zipperer, there are 2 highlights that I will always remember. And you have to share credit here with other town board members as well and residents. The first one was the official real live Christmas tree on the corner of Rip Road and State Highway 57. I believe that was in about 2005, 2006. Finally, Sevastopol had a presence in our little hamlet of Institute here. So I thought that was really fantastic. The first time I saw the lights on the Christmas tree, just really puts everybody in the holiday spirit. And that was in 2004. And then finally, after 150 years of being a town, a chartered town, and about 60 years of not having a town hall, not having a place to call home, in August of 2009, Chairman Leo W. Zipperer cut the ribbon and dedicated our new town hall next door, again recognizing and bringing together our Sevastopol community. So like I said, those are the 2 highlights over the past 16 years that I've been here that I will always hold near and dear to my heart. So, please accept our sincere thank you for your guidance, your leadership, and dedication to the town of Sevastopol. I wish you and Margie the very best of health and much leisure time in your retirement. Thank you for everything you've done.
The opening of the gifts will take 2 hours. Hey, you don't need glasses if you use the size 20 font. Okay. Well, first off, thanks to the supervisors for their few words of encouragement for Leo. I think they've covered most of the interesting stories and the facts of Leo's tenure. So I'm left with just a few words to say. And I'll start off by saying thanks again for a job well done. Obviously, 20 years, great job. Thanks also for teaching me more about politics and the inner workings of the town and county than I had ever hoped to have, but finding myself in a position now where I wish you'd give me just a little bit more. So feel free. I also want to thank you for some of the most interesting meetings and lively discussions one could have had as a board member, some of which could have tied with the understanding of the rules for how Obamacare works. So there were some unique moments there. And the bottom line is, Leo, you're going to be missed. We still would like you to be on a committee so you can step up at any time. But overall, we'd like to just give you a round of applause for a job well done. Now, if you'd join me up here, Leo, we have a couple little mementos, so to speak, for your retirement. You feel free, whatever you feel most equipped. We'll start off with something meaningful, something useful. Over your tenure as town chairman, I think you finished 1 bottle of this, but only in frustration. So we want to make sure that you have an ample resupply.
That was per meeting, correct?
Per meeting. Now, the people...
I just want everybody to know that I normally don't drink, but this is a drug, and I get my drugs from Canada. It's from
The people from Canada that make Canadian Mist were very concerned that you might forget now that you were no longer employed and not be able to afford it. So they've sent you a hat so that you know what brand. You walk into the liquor store, people will recognize you, you will know, everything will be perfect.
Okay. Come with a credit card too?
They know that when you sit in your easy chair at home, that sometimes you get a chill. Well, while you're wearing your hat, the Canadian Mist people have also provided you with a nice little blanket. So you'll be able to stay snug and warm.
I can see you guys really went out on a limb to get out.
You have not seen the expense report I had to turn in to get to Canada to get all that stuff. This is probably a lot more heartwarming. This is a gift that you'll have to open, and it's self-explanatory.
Can I take it home?
No, open it now. It's a memento from the town board.
Uh-oh.
And you can rip the wrapping paper.
If you have 26 versions of that, Did somebody tell you the reason why you're playing?
My favorite song,
Oh, gee.
Now, do you do realize the significance of this photo?
Yeah, it looks like I'm an implant.
No. In case share it with the crowd. This is a picture that we had taken, if you've been to our town hall, of the town board, but it was 2 or 3 town boards ago. So he hasn't picked this up yet. You have to come up and take a look. But we added Tony over Tom Gurman because Tom isn't on the board. So we photoshopped in Tony. And the beauty of this is we didn't have a really good picture of Tony, but it turned out to be a great picture because Tony's fully bearded, he's got a cap and sunglasses on, and he's on a very narrow frame. So that's the current town board, and I wanted you to have that as a memento. And we can get you the unadulterated picture if you'd like it. So, then Linda has the last item. I'll let her take care of that. So, Linda?
Tony, you look great on it.
He's going to probably want reprint.
So as you know, as you know, for the past 16 years, I mean, I always had my camera or my phone or anything. I documented everything with a photograph.
Sure.
So I put together, we put together this collage for you. If you would like to open that, please. You can hang it on your living room wall or wherever Margie says you may hang it. Above the bed. Uh-oh, Paul, we need your jackknife.
Wow.
Do you want me to help you? I know you're retired, but really, we don't have all night.
And this is for, oh, where the hell did you get these pictures?
I took them all. Would you like me to explain them to the crowd, or?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, so we made this collage of all the activities that a chairman is involved in. So Dan, take note. I spoke about the 5,000 miles of road tour. So this is Leo at the helm of his touring van with the rest of the board behind.
It's kind of interesting, even though I was off the board, I got a call to whether or not they could use my van. I said, you can use it, but you have to come down to Florida to find it.
And then up on top here, we have an aerial of Institute, because this is obviously, although we do have Belmy and other hamlets Institute, we have an aerial of Institute with the new town hall, our beautiful town park here and everything. This is the original town board before being photoshopped with Tony's sunglasses and cap. And that was Tom Gurman, myself as clerk treasurer, John Stavinus, Chuck Tice, Dan Wolfel, and our chairman, Leo Zipperer. You heard me mention the first official real Christmas tree at the town park. So, of course, I had my camera with, and we had a nice photo there of all the decorators. I wasn't sure about putting this one in, but Leo did help me decorate the Christmas tree on the inside. And he's got some flowers hanging off his head. He's got a reindeer hanging on his chest and all that. We have our sesquicentennial nickel. This is Leo dedicating the town hall. This is our town hall, all decked out in patriotic colors. This is our chairman cutting the ribbon to the town hall in August of 2009. And this is Leo leading a lively discussion at one of our meetings. And in the middle, most importantly, we have a certificate of appreciation presented to Leo W. Zipperer in recognition of your dedication and outstanding commitment to, maybe you would like to read it, Leo. I don't know. The print's pretty small.
For your tireless efforts in promoting our community, for your devotion to our citizens, and for your loyal and faithful service as Sevastopol Town Chairman, 1997 to 2017. The town of Sevastopol hereby expresses its sincere appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, presented as of this 18th day of April, 2017. Today is not the, oh. That's when my term ended. Very much appreciated. Brought back a lot of memories. I can remember being in the, I think they called it the dining room of the Sevastopol schools as we first started. Prior to that, there were some town meetings that were taking place at the homes of either the treasurer or the chairman or one of the supervisors. Needless to say, we didn't have too many people in attendance back then. So we did make a deal with the town and the school where we were we subleased the modular home. And that worked for quite a while until we decided that maybe it was time to come up with a town hall of our own. As many people remember, my predecessor was almost always ridiculed for charging for everything he did, and he was never given too much credit. And I'm talking about Gordy Schumacher. And the situation is this. Without Gordy, where you're sitting would not have taken place. Way back then, if he owned it or whatever, he was able to accomplish a deal in which the town bought it. And after that, to kind of upgrade everything else, he was very much instrumental in doing that. And prior to his time as well, back longer than I can remember, the town of Sevastopol decided that they were going to improve all their roads. So back then they borrowed $300,000 and everything blacked out. And today we wouldn't have much of that without $300,000 would maybe give us 2 miles of road. Anyway, they had some foresight. They were very good people looking for the betterment of the town. And I will say that a good portion of the people that served on the board, and I'm not going to name them all because certainly I'm going to miss someone, but even with today's board, the interests of always creating something better and maintaining what we have is always foremost in their mind. So if you haven't been to any of the town board meetings, I would encourage you to at least show up every once in a while. And thanks to Laddie, we're on the cable network, and oftentimes it's live.
It's always live.
Always live. Okay.
Except for now.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be on at 10 o'clock. No. Anyway, it was my pleasure to come in with Carrie Schardner as our first clerk treasurer. And then after Linda stepped forward, my job really became very much a lot easier. And I just kept telling her, Linda, you can do this, no problem. And she did. The current board, I don't know if everybody knows him, but Dan Wilfel is your new chairman. John Stavinus is up against holding up the building. Chuck Tice is here. And I'm missing somebody. Tony, where'd he go? Tony is here. And of course, Linda gave up her clerk treasurer job to step forward now as a supervisor. And I know that she will be doing a good job. In addition to that, we also have a new clerk treasurer. We were very much blessed. When Linda decided to hang it up, we went out and asked for anyone interested, give us a holler. Well, the first go around, we didn't have too many hollers. But down the line, we did come along and interview 3 or 4 ladies. And Amy Flock, who is our new clerk treasurer, just was head and shoulders above everyone else. So I don't know if everybody knows Amy, but give them a howdy howdy. She's our go-to girl, and she does know everything. There's no question about it. So, outside of the fact that I haven't moved to Florida, although I spend a little time down there, I don't know if I'm going to go down there full time because it's damned awful hot this time of year. So, contrary to the belief that Margie makes me go down there, I will go down there just to keep her happy. So if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Tom Grimman, I appreciate all your time that you gave us and served as my vice chairman. Did a wonderful job. Yeah, let's see who else we got here. Wayne Stenzel was my constant. Glad to see the county board people here as well. Dan Osted, Ken Fisher. Let's see. And of course, the master and the mentor of the town of Sevastopol, Carl Schultz. Biz Early from our town also represents the east half, and he's on the county board. So we thank you for your time, and I'm glad to see that Peter Devlin's here. He's going to get everything straight into the paper. No problem. So, thanks again for stopping by. I'll take care of that Canadian Miss stuff. No problem. For that, I thank you all for coming. I was going to add, there was only one problem with the party tonight. They told me they were going to have this. I said, I'm in Florida, so they moved it back. And because they had to move it back, they said, well, we'll send out the invites and everything else. All you have to do is pay for it. I said, okay.